Today we're going to look at our resource tab and how it works. So then our resource tab is right over here. So you'll see this is where you'll find it. And also you can also find it on the admin tab. So you can come here and see, you'll find it here. And then when we are actually working with our resource tab, when we're working with the resources, the first thing that you will need to understand is you will come and add your types of resources that you have here. So this can be done either here on the resource tab, or you can come and add it on the admin tab. So this is the same basically information. So when you come here, you'll come to your resource types, and then you can come and add the types of resources that you as a church have and that you will be using. Some you can have just for record keeping, and then others you can just have for maybe for booking them out when resources need to be checked out and checked back in that library setup that you may have. So the first thing you will need to do is you will select your type of resource. So these are the default ones that we've added. Just for example purposes, you can add one that if one is not existing, so then I can just say, and in the word, default checkout period. So if this is going to be checked out because I'm adding a book, then I'm going to say, okay, so let's give you 30 days for you to be able to read this book. And then what type of resource is this? Okay, and then we can add our type right there, which is the description of the book. And then you also have here where you can select only managers to confirm bookings for this type of resource, or only managers can check out this type of resource. And then do you need a reason for this booking to be for this resource to be checked out? And also, do you want it to be visible on the calendar? So then once you've selected the ones that you would like, then we can just say, okay, these are the ones that are applicable for us. And then I will come and add a manager for future reference if I do need to have one in place for, let's say, future reference. Then I'll come and I'll select the manager here, and I'll say, okay, this is the person that we are going to add onto this resource. So then we're going to save it in here. And as you can see, the resource has been added, and then this is the manager for this resource that we have here. So what you can do is you can add all types of books that you may have for men, and then you can add them under this title that men in the word. So then you can also have ones for ladies, you can have one for maybe libraries or whatever the case may be. This is just to be more specific in terms of the books that we may have and availability for them. So once I've added my resource, then I can come and then I can actually add the different resources that I have, because now I've added my resource type. So then I'll come and I'll add the types of books that I have. So then I've got book one. Let's call it Trust in God. The author is testing. And then the serial number, we're going to make it up. And then we're going to have it like that. And then once we've got the resource and we say, is it a booking for available for bookings? Yes, this resource is available for booking. And then if we want to add descriptions for it, then we can add descriptions for this booking resource. A 30-day read on trusting in everything. Okay, and then we've got it here, and then we've got our information. When did we purchase the book? So we can come and add the information and say January of this year. It hasn't been repaired. And then we've got the information, and we can just save it here. So then now this resource has been saved, and then we can add another resource under the same. So if we've got more books that fall within this category, let's call it Big God. Again, we can add the barcode if you've got that, and then we can add our purchase date. Add it there. And then it's currently active and it is for booking out. In life. Okay, and then we can just save it. And then this resource is saved. So once you've added your resource type and you've added the different resources that fall within that type, so let's say you've got equipment, if you've got audiovisual equipment, then you can add the resources that fall within that category, and then you can add your computers or library, whatever the case may be, then you can add the different resources that fall within that. So in our case this morning, we're just going to be looking at the books in terms of adding like books, but this applies for every other thing that you may be looking to do. And then now I want to book this resource out. So then what I'll do is I'll come and I'll search, and then you can search for all types, or you can be more specific and say, actually, I'm just looking for the resource that we've just added, Man in the Word. I want to see all books that are in this category. So then I'm just going to come and say, Big God, this is the one that I want to go and read. And then because we said you need to provide a reason when you are booking this out, reading material for the month. Okay. And then you can select, is this for yourself or is it for someone else? If it's for someone else, then you can come and you'll search who is that person for. So then I'll say demo in this case, and I'll just add demo here and say this is for demo. This booking is being made for demo. So I needed to, yes, and click there to make sure that it shows that it's for demo. And then I also have to come and say who's going to confirm this booking. And then in this case, we'll just say someone else is going to confirm this booking, and I'll come and I'll say, okay, so who's going to do that? Then I'll select the person who's going to be confirming this booking. The reason for that is so that once this booking is made, a notification goes to the person who needs to confirm this booking or check it out for you, and then it will be marked as checked out. So this booking has been saved. And then you can come here and you can search to say, okay, so this booking was for 29 to 30, the date may be too soon to read a whole book, but you can set the date as you would like. And then we'll say, okay, I want to see all books that are falling within this category that have been booked out in the life of the church. So then when you come here, you will see we've got books that have in green, one is in purple, and then we've got two that are in blue. And what this means is that the blue ones are tentative, meaning the message has gone out to the person who needs to confirm, and they haven't confirmed the booking yet. And then the green ones means they have been confirmed, and the purple one means it has been booked out. So if there was one that was cancelled, it would be in red. So if you come here and you say, okay, so as the person who's going to be confirming this booking, you'll come and you'll see this is the one you're looking for, and then you can confirm the booking and say, okay, I want to confirm this booking, and then this booking will change into green, so meaning this booking has been confirmed. And then if this person comes and then they collect the book, let's say from the church offices or wherever the book may be held, and then you can come and you can check it out. So now this book is in purple, meaning it has been booked out. So then it shows you the time frame that this book can be out for. And then once that time frame lapses, then a reminder will be sent, and then the person will be notified to return the book. And then also something you will see is that as we've added this resource here, then it will also reflect on our calendar to show us this book has been booked out and it's been checked out. Here it's reflecting in our calendar. So this is how the resource tab works. And also you can see if you have your meetings and there's other resources that you want to add in your meeting, you can actually come and add those resources here. So in this case, let's say I want to add a resource reading resource for our life groups, men in our church, or whatever the case may be. So then I come here and I want this resource, and then I can just add it here. And then this booking will be confirmed here. What this means is that there's no conflict, meaning it hasn't been booked out elsewhere and no one else is reading it. It's still in the church premises, so I can book it here because of the date. And then if I wanted to book it on a date that actually it is out, so I'm going to go and look for a book that has been Dream Big is booked out here. So let's see if I can book it out. And then I come and then I'll look for this book. So let's say Dream. And then I want to book this out. And if I say add, it will tell me that you can't book it out because this book has already been taken out. So then you'll have to pick something else. If the book was still sitting as tentative, then it means you could still add it in because it hasn't yet been confirmed. But once the book is sitting as confirmed, means someone else cannot book it out because it's already been taken out. So only books that are still available or sitting as tentative can be booked out. So the person who confirms the books, once they actually go and confirm the books that that you have requested, then it will no longer be sitting as tentative, and it will be confirmed and no one else can book it out. So that's how this resource works. Hope and trust it was helpful.